Oh my gosh, it has been forever since I've made a YouTube video, had an electronic rendezvous, but I feel like the timing is right. Today is the first day of a 6-week retrograde in Venus. And what that means, well, actually, before I tell you what that means, I'm going to tell you why that is important. Um, so it is possible that you're watching this video and you don't know who the heck I am. So I'm AkuaAuset, and I became well known to certain circles because I've been a celebrity makeup artist working since 1986. And at one time, like 99% of my clients were celebrities. Like I've worked with over 100 plus celebrities. And started at a time where there wasn't a lot of social media. But like, yeah, I've had an amazing career. I've worked on some amazing projects with amazing people. And also wrote a book called Superwomen Goddesses, Workin Your Power Magic. So my whole world and perspective is focused on uh, women whirling power magic in this world. And what that means specifically is being really rooted in knowing who we are as divine electromagnetic wonders of the world who affect and cause through our beingness and how we treat ourselves and how we take care of ourselves, how we love each other, how we shine and inspire and act as a muse for our mates, our children, our families, our communities, our employees, our bosses, everybody. Like, our wellness is the world depends on it. So I watched Hidden Figures. I'm a little late. It's March, as I tape this, it's March the 5th, Sunday, March the 5th, 2017. And we just had the Oscars last week, and I finally saw the film. And one of my associates, Ashanta Sharif, I have to give her big ups on her work. She's working with Taraji P. Henson. And I finally got a chance to see that film, so big ups to her and all the wonderful work she's doing with that client. It's an amazing thing as a makeup artist to be a celebrity request. It's really an honor, and it's wonderful to be a witness to that experience unfolding. Really, I feel like from the best point of view, and that's from behind the scenes. So anyway, I watched Hidden Figures and was so incredibly inspired by that film. I'm often looking in films for, what the intention is, what the angle is, and it's just, I don't know. It was based on true events. I'm not sure how much of the story is accurate, but it was a really, as a friend of mine said, it was a really fine film. And I walked away from that film feeling really proud of these women. And there were so many times in that movie I called my mother, and we were from Kentucky. There were so many times in that film that I asked her, how did you do it? That scene where she has to run like a quarter of a mile to go to the bathroom because she could not use bathrooms like close to where she was working. She had to go to the colored bathroom, which was a long, long way away. And I'm just like, Mom, how did you deal? And it just really brought me to the idea that she eventually was treated, with just a basic level of respect when and only when she showed that she was valuable. where she showed that she was productive and necessary. And yesterday was an interesting day. For the first time in my life, I'm in an area that is going through transition. And so, I mean, it's most likely gentrification, but I'm still in an area where there's a lot of violence. And yesterday, I was working in my office and heard gunshots, like 4 to 5 gunshots, loud. And fortunately in my life, I've never been that close to gunfire. So I went downstairs to see what it was all about. Long story short, this young man, thank God he was only grazed, but this young man, like his arm was grazed. And just the look on his face, he was just a child, I mean, maybe 15 years old. And yes, I'm in Chicago. And, when people ask me about Chirac, I don't know, I was raised here, so I have a certain, loyalty and love for the city. And there's so many beautiful things and powerful contributions that the city has made to the world that when people ask me about Chirac, I'm like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. But I can't even front, like, across the street from me there was a shooting. And I just looked in the face of this young man, and he was just a baby. I just looked at his face. He looked lost. He looked bewildered, and it just broke my heart. Being a mother, I feel like really shifts your perspective of the world. And the moment that I became pregnant with my first daughter, all children felt like my children. And to see that look on his face, and it just reminded me of why I do the work that I do, and the importance of women really stepping into their power and magic and knowingness and their purpose, and being supported and accountable to community, because we really are the wellness and survival, thrival of this universe. Women, as my good friend Wayne Chandler said, women are the law of attraction. We are in the same energy. We were created in the same energy as the universe, which is an electromagnetic universe. So we are magnetic. So it is more important than ever that we, one, know who we are, two, we manage our emotions and our thoughts to be a magic wand for creating the experiences that we want to have. So it's very important to focus on feeling good, feeling God. Same word to me, God, good, same thing. Being in the flow, being receptive, being in surrender. It's important also to not believe the hype, even though we are living in like some really, really interesting times, to put it lightly. Like, not believing the hype, one of my favorite songs by Public Enemy, and probably one of the best songs ever written, Don't Believe the Hype. It means don't believe the hype of all the chatter out in the world, all the chatter in your head, and just staying focused on knowing that you know who you are. That was the very first commandment on the Temple of Delphi, know thyself. So, entering into this Venus in retrograde period for the next 6 weeks, we are being given an opportunity, retrograde meaning going back over, revisiting, refreshing, revising, reassessing, reevaluating. We get to look at how we experience and express love and beauty. Venus is the planet of love and beauty. That's very rare that this planet would be in retrograde. It happens every 18 months, apparently. And the reason that in my lifestyle I focus so much on what's going on with the planets, especially the moons, You know, Auset is the name of the most ancient goddess in recorded history, and so we as humanity come from a lineage of priestesses who were very much in tune with the rhythm of nature. We are all universes, we are all planets, and so it's just like driving in traffic. One car affects the flow of all the other cars. So in such a simple example, it's crazy to think that we're not all affected by other people's energies, the planet's movement. So it was actually the ancient priestesses of ancient Nubia that came up with the interpretation of astronomy and astrology. So Catherine and I think it was Dorothy and Mary, the characters, the three characters and hidden figures, they were basically tapping into that ancient wisdom. Of course they would be genius at it, because uh, that is who we are. We are still those ancient priestesses who are connected to the cosmos and connected to the universe. So, as women, part of our responsibility is to really know ourselves and know our bodies. Every month we go through a moon, we're on a lunar cycle. So if you're in my community, Superwomen and Goddesses Facebook community, in my secret community of women that are being given a structure and accountability to reach their goals, we very much are present to what's going on with the moon cycles. And so with Venus being in retrograde, it's a really great opportunity to really evaluate how are you treating yourself, because how we treat ourselves is how our mates will treat us, how our children will treat us, how our parents, our children, our bosses, our employees, our neighbors, we inform that. So this next 6 weeks, we'll get an opportunity to just really be with reevaluating all of that that works and all of that that doesn't work. Do you have a holy day every week where you tap in and just really listen to yourself, that you take care of your needs? Do you have a holy hour? So, and beauty, you know, we all require beauty. And I really feel like if these young boys and girls are ever going to come out of the experience of being like shootings are commonplace, like the women really have got to step back into that ancient priestess wisdom and knowing. And setting up holy days each day and each week, each month, to just tap back in, we will be able to come back refreshed to even have more beauty and love to share with our children, our mates, our families, our communities, our co-workers or clients. And so if you are in Chicago this Friday, me and my team will be doing a Holy Hour Auset. It will be the second one ever, where we set up, and instead of the happy hour where you go to the bar and you drink and numb all of the pain, we actually have a holy hour where we love on you, we nurture you, we provide you with beauty, and if you haven't been touched, we have a very beautiful, handsome man there doing body work and massage. We have a beautiful lady there doing acupuncture and Reiki and chakra balancing, and I'm there serving warm infusions and spirited water, and have my entire collection of Auset beauty rituals. So I would like to know below, rate yourself 1 through 3. 1, that you are not doing a good job. In fact, you're doing a pretty awful job at taking care of yourself and treating yourself well. And 2 would be, I'm okay. There's definitely room for improvement, but I'm doing okay. And 3 is like, nobody could do it better. If you look in the dictionary and see treating yourself, my picture is there because I'm doing it so well. So I would like you to rate yourself below and let me know for this next Venus in retrograde 6-week cycle what type of habits and um, rituals are you willing to integrate to really deepen that love affair, that most ultimate love affair that we'll ever have in our life with ourselves. So, so good to see you. It's been forever. I think I'm going to be around a little bit more. So, looking forward to hearing from you. Take care. Peace.